on this computer. Happy New Year, everybody. We have another fantastic Becoming Like case study, and I have Ronnie to present to you. It's been super fun working with you because you are such a data-driven gal. Like, I love when I've had like one-on-ones with you. You're like, well, it's been exactly this percentage for this quarter and this month, and you track everything, which has been actually really awesome because we've also been able to figure out and ascertain like what your results were, like not only from like an energetic perspective, but also from like a data perspective. So without further ado, give us your stats, tell us about you, your location, how long you've been in the industry.
Hi, so yeah, I'm Ronnie. I've been in the hair industry for about 26 years and in the uh, energy work field since 2017. And thanks to Ashley, I'm now combining both, so I'm my truest self. I'm based in Calgary, Alberta, and my salon is called The Garden.
Yes, you have your own private salon suite that has so many plants in it. It literally looks like a garden. It is gorgeous. Every time I see your videos that you upload onto Instagram that show the salon, I want to go there. Yeah.
There's
Uh,
more.
well, why don't you tell me a little bit about what intuitively motivated you to book a call for Becoming Light? What really interested you in the program and the process?
Um, so I didn't even book it right away when I first discovered you. I saw you and I thought, oh, like this is really speaking to me because it's hair meets energy work, and that was just so on brand for me. But I didn't even realize that at the time because I was doing both those things so separately in my life. And to get introduced to bringing them together was such a kind of foreign concept. So I actually just started following you and it kept coming up. And I just thought, okay, this is speaking to me. I'm going to book a call. What do I have to lose? And I had nothing but everything to gain. So it was such a blessing that you came into my life so organically.
I think I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember from our discovery call, we were talking a lot around marketing.
Yeah.
We were talking, I think one of my former students, I think she called it like the witch wound around like I guess visibility.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a big thing. And I think I was struggling so bad with marketing because I was chasing the wrong path. I was trying to keep up with like the balayage and the hair extension influencers, and that's just not really on brand for me. And I was trying to kind of put that square peg in a round hole. And once you and I started working together, and you taught me to just keep my marketing true to myself and what speaks to me and what feels good and what feels honest for me, it took down a lot of barriers for me. A lot of like way less drugs.
Yes, I was on a coaching call with somebody in Becoming Like before this Zoom, and um, I was talking to her about my whole journey when I just got when I was just getting started and how I was trying to do exactly that. I was trying to be a square, is it square peg and round hole? Is that it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's square peg round hole. I can't remember. But I was trying to be that person who clients with level 2 black hair came to me, and then I would give them level 9 or level 10 highlights same day within 9 or 10 hours, and then record the whole thing and then make a whole movie out of it and put it on Instagram. But I was never very good at those projects in that way. And B, I never really enjoyed that process. And then C, I don't even know if my clients like even got those like results. Like it wasn't a win-win at all. Like it was a win for me if I broke them up, but like I was trying for literally years to be that person, thinking that was the only way to be successful. That was the only way to be good enough. I realized that's what I was chasing. I was chasing this like, oh, is this like good enough? And that was actually one of the first things that I began to heal within myself, like during this journey, was like, oh, I can just do this. And this is actually enough. And it's actually an incredible brand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly. Like I was, I would see a video with however many views or however many likes, and I would just try to carbon copy that, and it just felt so disingenuine to me.
Well, I would love it if you share a little bit about one of the videos that I really love. Can you tell those of us who are watching your video some of your offerings now? Because it's really unique and I love it so much because it's so Ronnie.
Yeah, so my two most popular holistic offerings right now are the Tibetan treatment, where it's so much more than a deep conditioning treatment. It's crystals, it's sound bowls, it's deep massage, it's aromatherapy while your conditioning treatment sits on, deeper, longer massage, hand massage. You get to choose your soundtrack if you want. Do you want your sound bath by the ocean with waves and whales, or do you want it in the forest with, babbling brooks and chirping birds? Like I will take you to whatever space you want to go, and then you come out of it feeling amazing with beautiful, healthy hair. The second treatment, the newest one, is the Tibetan monk treatment, and it is a treatment very similar to the Tibetan treatment, but it is for the hairless, where it is completely scalp focused. There's obviously no cut, there's obviously no style, because there's obviously no hair. So it's exfoliating the scalp, it's nourishing the scalp, oiling. Um, Same thing with sound bowls, aromatherapy, hot towels, just a full body mind treatment with no hair, all the service, but just all for the scalp.
I love this. I love it so much that like you tapped into like such a juicy niche that like most people don't think about, which is awesome. I remembered when I worked with a consultant years ago in DC, she was kind of obsessed. Like she wanted me to target politicians because she thought like if you can heal these politicians, like you will help heal our government.
So,
Like a lot of them don't have hair. So, so at least the male ones. So I love the niche so much. Like I'm just so excited that you created a market for it. Like you literally created clients out of it. Like you weren't like trying to find clients, like you created them. Which brings me to the next question. Like I would love to hear in your words, like what about the process of becoming like did you really like what really worked for you?
uh, there's so many positives. I guess my favorite things um, were you took such strong, usable life lessons and business lessons, and you just simplified it. One of the big things, and I look in the mirror and I tell myself every day, is I quote you exactly. It's like, Ronnie, you are not running a nonprofit. When you cracked open my books and you looked at my overhead and you revamped my prices and you're like, Ronnie, you're running a nonprofit. Like this is a business. And I tell myself that every day. And I love that. That was a lesson I needed to hear.
So
Um,
important. Yes.
yeah, it's so simple and it's so obvious, but I needed to hear it. A huge thing is the community, connecting with like-minded people. I've met amazing people like Christopher Tanya. Like I could go on and on and on. Yeah, like everyone has been so amazing. These are people that I will follow and pump their gas like for the rest of my life. They're
Awesome.
really amazing, very cool, energetic, like-minded people, and I don't know where I would have found them if it weren't for the process. So
Yeah,
that
there are incredible people in our community, and I just love watching like the late. I mean, every single time, like my goal is to like make it better and better and better and help you guys like win more and more. I've just been so excited with everything that came out last year, and then of course like the crop of energy that's coming in with this new year. Um, because you guys are just taking it and just getting even better and better results. Like
Mhm.
you guys really are. Like you guys are being really innovative, and it's really exciting to see. Um, well, since you are such a data-driven gal, would you mind like giving some stats for us, like what it was like before and what it's like now?
Yeah. So I guess like number wise,
Yeah.
like the first months of working together, all my numbers went up 25%, which was just for like a one chair, single room studio. That was really huge for me.
Yeah.
Um, and that's the stats and data side of it. But even in the spiritual side of it, I just manifested like some really amazing things. I was able to get my overhead down just through the power of fate and magic. Just things kind of fell into my lap, and I had some really good opportunities come up to get my overhead down. Uh, I'm attracting a more aligned clientele. Again, I'm not chasing after other people's, demographic anymore. I'm creating my own demographic. Like you said with the hairless treatment, like I'm attracting a completely different demographic than I was chasing, and the like is attracting like, and I'm building such a beautiful clientele, and my existing clients, it's the holistic offerings are so well received. So I'm in a happier place as well. So there's
Wow.
so much value in that.
Great. I'm really excited for what's next on the horizon because I think that you're going to build on this and obviously create even more offerings. Like what do you want to share with us on that?
Just this week, I've become Reiki certified now. So yeah, that's huge. That was something I've been wanting to do. And again, thanks to the program, the motivation, the just the inspiration. It's something that I don't know if I would have done in the next few years, but I did it in the next few weeks of within talking to you. So it's really pushed me to be my best self and make me feel like I am on the right path by growing my education and creating more offerings. So Reiki coming spring 2025, everyone.
Nice. So excited for that. What would you share with somebody who's watching the video? Maybe going through your process, right? Like maybe they're stalking, the process or the program for like months. Like what would you say to them?
Just do the call. Just try, see if it speaks to you, and it probably will. Um, just you're only getting in your own way, and you can do it. Like you can do it. I went in so small and I came out of it so big. So if you're scared, it's okay. That's normal. It's kind of why we're here. Uh, and if you are scared, then that's just more reason to make the call because you will grow immediately and more than you ever thought you could.
Awesome. Would you mind sharing your information on how we can follow you if we want to learn more about you or see your awesome Tibetan treatments?
So my Instagram handle is the garden YYC. And you can follow all that Instagram goodness and stay tuned for more videos and just whatever I feel like posting.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story. So exciting. Ah, can't wait. I'm stalking you on Instagram.
Talking you back.